Hello, my name is Brad Grabman, and I will be your instructor for College 150, Discovering the College Experience for the fall term of 2012. Now, my background is as I'm a teacher. I've been a teacher for years. I've been teaching College 150 since 2008, and I've always taught it online. Well, I should say I've always taught parts of it online. Really, it's been a face-to-face class that we would use the online elements. This semester, we're trying something new. The class is completely online where we're going to do everything through the computer. You don't have to meet other than maybe a couple meetings with our peer mentor, Caitlin Carter. The rest of it we're going to do in the online environment through the web browser. And so part of this course is about discovering college and discovering campus resources and finding your path through college to be successful. But also a big part of this class is learning online resources, finding those resources so that you are really efficient and successful in college. So you're going to see us using these technologies. And with using online technologies, there's always some insecurity. And know that. It's okay. We all feel it. You post something and then you wonder, geez, how did somebody read that? So in our D2L course, you're going to see something called a netiquette presentation. And check out that netiquette presentation. That's going to help you kind of understand the way to communicate online. Now, again, as an online course, we are going to be using the online environment. That's going to be the main thing that we're going to do throughout this course. So I'm going to flip over and let you see that online course. 150 Discovering the College Experience now in our little screenshot here. And as you're looking at this particular course, you notice that there's a red bar that goes across the top of the course. This is just the tertiary navigation. It's built in for all of Desire to Learn. Like the My Home takes you back to a list of all your courses, and you can do some emailing. The locker sucks, but it's there. And then there's a little calendar of everything that's due for your classes. For us, we're going to use the internal communication or the internal navigation. There's a course home, which is on what we're on right now. Check it every other day. That's going to be the way we're going to get through this course. We may not meet face to face, but we're going online, so check the course. Every 3 days at the worst, but make sure to check the course. So course home is always going to have a news item in the center of the screen, and I'll update that every week about what's due, what we're doing. Right now it just has the introductory things to do and a bunch of stuff. On the right side are some videos. So I'll just keep adding videos that are helpful for what we're doing in our class. Right now, there's just a little goof video I thought was kind of funny called Husky, and I know it, and then a little bit about Huskies. And then below that is the actual author of our book, The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks, which is an awesome book. That's what we're going to be using as our main book for this course, and we're really going to go for it. On the left part of our course, there's a content browser, a way of moving through our content area, a calendar of events. When things are bolded, no, that means there's something due. And then farther down is a My Settings. So one of the things I want everybody to do is click on the profile in My Settings and change out that picture. Put in a picture of yourself. Whatever you want, doesn't matter, a picture of yourself. Now you notice I put some other information about me. You don't have to. Definitely don't put in your phone number. You don't need to share that. But just some basic information like your picture is going to help us in this class, especially when it's online. So make sure to add that and hit save. Then it'll always kind of take you back to the My Home area, the main overall St. Cloud State stuff. And then I just got to click on My Home. And then you can click back on the particular course we're on, like College Experience here. For me, I got to switch my role, so I'm not in teacher role. I want to show you the student role here. So that's going to be our home page, course home. Make sure to put in a picture on My Settings. It'll show up on all your classes. Next, content area. Go through the content. This is our glorified syllabus. It has everything in it. Some things, like under the course details, are going to download onto your computer, like our syllabus, so you can see what we're doing. Basically, we're doing quizzes, we're doing journaling, we're doing discussions, a lot of discussions, a couple assignments, but a major part, a fifth of the entire course, is specifically about exploring campus and seeing what's going on campus and going to events and then writing about what you found. So notice under, if you look through this, there's all sorts of good things. The things you click on are like this. The things you have not looked at are bolded. So make sure nothing is bolded. So notice down farther, if I clicked on like resources, it opens up the first year experience website. So some parts of Desire to Learn are going to just open directly inside of the desire to learn, like you'll open up web pages inside a desire to learn. Other parts, like the syllabus as an example here, if I clicked on the syllabus, are going to launch out. They're going to force you to open them up, and then you have a copy of them in your downloads that you can save. But if I look at that syllabus, you can see basically here's what the class is all about and some links to really useful resources. And then what are we required to do, the readings, the computer competencies, and major assignments, 500 points for the whole class. 100 of it is going to campus events, football games, stuff happening in Atwood, going on the bus. All those things can count. You're going to journal about yourself and your experiences. Really, it's all about you. So I want you to journal about yourself. We're going to do discussions where discussions are inside a desire to learn and you're sharing with your classmates. Quizzes, we're going to take quizzes on our book. So you'll see those. We're going to do a links assignment. That link is about your schedule. In the next few weeks here, I want you to create a schedule for yourself. When are your classes? When are you studying? When are you working? Heck, when are you living your life? That's as important as studying. So those kinds of things. We're going to create a personal contract and do a little scavenger hunt online. You're going to build a website this semester, a website to show off your works. So really it's a web-based portfolio of the things that you accomplished this semester. And then at the end, you're going to do a presentation. So a total of 500 points for the class. Again, 100 of it is just going to go as you going to events on campus or off campus, going to concerts or football games or soccer games, whatever it might be. 100 of it is going to be journals and discussions. So I just wanted to show you that, let you see some of those things. Now, a little bit about me. If I clicked on that instructor introduction, it should load out here. Yoink. There we go. You notice College 150 is what we're doing. Here's my email address. It's also in the class list of our D2L course. Here's Caitlin's email address. You'll meet her in person. She's our peer mentor. And we're going to meet online, so you might as well bookmark this website. That's going to be the one you're going to need to use in your browser. And then my background, I'm an old teacher. I taught high school for years. Other than that, I haven't taught high school since about 2005. Other than that, I've been working either running a call center or teaching as an adjunct. I was the technical training coordinator at St. Cloud State University until July, and I just recently took a job at CU Boulder as being the academic technology consultant. So that's kind of my background, but more important is what I do outside of work, and I like to go out. I like to go hiking and biking and exploring. I like to ski. I have a wonderful wife and 2 kids. Robin's my wife. My kids are Riley, who's 9, and Ella, who's 7. A little picture of us when we were camping one time by a beautiful lake in West Virginia. And Niagara Falls, I got to throw that in, so pretty. And there's some of my family. My wife's in the middle. I'm the one in the Life is Good blue shirt, kind of on the left side. And then my 2 brothers that are ski patrol, and my sister-in-law who's in orange, who's also a ski patrol in Breckenridge, Colorado. So Breckenridge, I like it. But we like to explore Grand Tetons. We like to go explore and do things. And a big piece of our course this semester is you sharing what you're interested in. Here's a little bit about me, and there's more about me in the Tell Your Story discussion topic inside of our D2L course. But right now, this first month, it's about sharing, us learning from each other. And I want you to check that out and share about your life and your interests. For me, I'm all about family. And one of the things that's really important as you get adjusted to campus here is that you need to find a happy place. If things suck, if your roommate blows, if something's not going well in your lives, how are you going to stop focusing in on that momentary stress and focus more on life? And so one of the things I do is I always think of Breckenridge, Colorado. It's my happy place. No matter how rough life might be at the moment, I know eventually I'll get to ride up to Breckenridge, Colorado and hang out and relax. So I need you to think of that this first month of the semester is, where's your happy place? Even if you can't get to your happy place, just something to think about that's different than the stresses of the moment. And I think that's so important. Like for me, I like to explore with my son Riley, my niece Ava, and my daughter Ella, and they even clean up all pretty. But for you, I want to make sure that you're focusing in on life's bigger picture. There are momentary stresses and struggles, and things don't go well, and that's just life. But you got to let that go and think about more important things, about how you're growing as a human being to become a better person. And I want you to have a great time. That's going to be a big piece of our course, is trying to help you find those things. So this should take us back in here. I'll close that out. So that one's pretty useful. I also have like a netiquette basics. I won't go through all of it because it is just a lot, but I want you to make sure to check out that netiquette basics. I want you to kind of look at how are we going to communicate online? What is going to be our method for communication? What's best practices for using this online medium? So check out this presentation in our D2L course. Now, again, this is all in our content area. So the first thing you're really doing for our course is you're navigating desire to learn. You're learning how to move around this course, our College 150 course, and I want you to put a profile picture in under My Settings. Next thing I want you to do is I want you to go over to the discussions area, and I want you to look into the forum called Tell Your Story, into the topic that says Tell Your Story, where it says please write a little bit about you. And what I want you to do is talk about how you're adjusted to SCSU. Where are you from? What have you learned? What's your life all about? Now, if you notice, if I go into this Tell Your Story, there's a couple posts there already. A little about Brad is mine. Check that out. Read about it. It's kind of an example of how I want you to do these discussions. But I'd like you to click on Compose, and then I'd like you to put in a subject, maybe something with your name and a message. And then at the end, I want you to hit Post at the bottom right corner. When you hit Post, that is going to post your particular message in our list. So I want everybody to compose one message, but then also I want you to click on others, read them, and I want you to reply, clicking on the reply button, to two other people's posts so we can start getting that conversation together. That's what the discussions are all about, is a conversation. So for now, that's the first things I really want you to do for this class. You can check out the Dropbox, do the first journal assignment. In my example here, it's still closed, but do the first journal. Check out the class list, look at who's in our course. If your picture isn't showing up here, then you didn't do the profile picture yet in My Settings, so do that. Quizzes we aren't going to use yet, and the grades we aren't going to use yet. But basically, I want you to check out this course. So that's my little overview of what we've got going on in this class. Thank you very much, and please email me if you have any questions.